Assalamualaikum. Greetings to all. I am Masroor Hussain Siddiqui, a social activist, practicing Muslim, and a lawyer by profession from Delhi, India. I am here at the invitation of Support for Enlightenment Foundation, URI, United Nations, United Religion Initiative, to speak on the topic how can we achieve peace in the world on the occasion of UN Peace Day. Let's start with my own religion, Islam. Islam literally means peace and submission. When one embraces Islam, it means he has surrendered to the will of Almighty Allah. So a Muslim who has already surrendered will not ever break peace or wage war against any human being. Muslims greet each other with Assalamu alaikum, which means peace be upon you. And in reply we say Walaikum Assalam, which means peace be upon you too. So our religion preaches Islam. Even in our greetings we say peace. So how can we as a Muslims preach hatred and wage war against anybody? Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, messenger of Almighty Allah, was considered greatest apostle of peace in the world. Peace is the cardinal foundation of which Islam religion is laid upon, and a virtue by which every Muslim must endeavor to emulate, as being practiced and advocated by Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, who was an epitome of peace. Quran, the guiding book of Islam, which was revealed on Prophet Muhammad by Almighty Allah through Angel Gabriel, also preaches peace and reconciliation. There is no scope of war and hate in Islam. It talks of peace and universal brotherhood amongst all human beings. Quran in chapter 6 verse 51 says, "Do not kill a soul which Allah has made sacred except through due process of law." This quote suggests Muslims should not kill a human being if it can't be justified under Islamic law, because human life is precious and belongs to Allah. It is Almighty Allah who has given us life, and it's His right only to take life of anybody. So no human being can take life of another fellow human being. The killing of another kind is greatest sin in Islam. These sins will be judged by Allah on the day of judgment. In another chapter 5 verse 3, Quran says, do not let your hatred of people incite your aggression. Prophet Muhammad also preached during his lifetime, as is evident from the hadith, that maintaining peace and good relations is very important, and Muslims should not get carried away with feelings of hatred towards others. Prophet said, "Do you know what is better than charity and fasting and prayer? It is keeping peace and good relations between fellow human beings, as quarrels and bad feelings destroy mankind." Having talked briefly about Islam, Quran, its teachings, and Prophet's hadith, I think I am able to clear misconception, hysteria, and Islamophobia created in the mind of non-Muslim brothers worldwide. Islam is a religion of peace and universal brotherhood, love and kindness. Peace could possibly be achieved by us if we become true faithfuls of our religion, as no religion preaches hatred and war. We have to become non-judgmental towards each other and accept fellow human beings as equals. Everyone's religion, belief, faith should be respected. Peace also suggests existence of healthy interpersonal and international relationship, establishment of equality, and a political order that serves to the truly interest of all. In international relations, peacetime does not only mean absence of war or violent conflict, but also presence of positive and respectful cultural and economic relationships. The challenge today is in creating peace and not merely appreciating peace as a concept. Peace, therefore, is a natural instinct, and if we wish to construct a peaceful world, then all we have to do is to let it manifest in our lives. As Martin Luther King said, "I have a dream, so I also have a dream." Every human being must have a dream. So my dream is that one day peace prevails on earth. So live and let live.